Hello, folks. It's Ron back here from Ron Brown's YouTube channel. We cover a lot of drones, action camera, and related tech gear. Today is kind of related tech gear. It kind of falls into it's not an action camera, but kind of falls into that slot a little bit. We're talking about the DJI Pocket 3 here. We're in beautiful Ocean City, New Jersey here, the kind of, the summer fun capital of the shore here. It's off season now. Not quite as many people around. The beach looks a little empty, but it's still a beautiful day. Still plenty of sun. Warm weather. Good day to get out and walk the boards. But let's jump right into what we want to talk about today: the Pocket 3. And we got some information just overnight from Igor, our good friend over at the Twitter, is also now known as X. The little Pocket 3 has hit the FCC database for approval. So, it's all that's something to do with signals and whatever. It has Wi-Fi and stuff, and so I guess it falls under that parameters. But anyhow, that's one thing it has to fall. And we're only a week away from the release of the Pocket 3, which is rumored to hit on 10/25, which is a week from today. Today is the 18th. So it's getting close. So that's another kind of domino has fallen here that the FCC database has approved. But I had some thoughts the other day. We had this is getting a 1-inch sensor according to rumors, and the Pocket has never had a 1-inch sensor before, so that's good news. A lot of people are loving that. They've been wanting a 1-inch sensor. In fact, these are the same people that wanted the 1-inch sensor on the Air 3 drone that was released just this summer. Actually, just around like the end of July, beginning of August. They were some people were disappointed that it came out with the the 1.3 inch sensor, which is a little bit smaller than the 1-inch sensor. But the plus in that is it came with the 1.7 inch aperture. Sorry about all these numbers here. A much wider aperture, leaving more light in, so it made that drone better in low light conditions such as sunrises, sunsets, even after dark. When the sun's going down, picked up all the building lights, house lights, street lights much better. So it kind of really hit sweet spot for people who were pushing for improved low light performance. So, but back to the Pocket. So we've got the 1-inch sensor now. Every product from DJI that's had a 1-inch sensor, and we'll say Alltel too, and most other people in this space, when they release a 1-inch sensor, it generally comes with a 2.8 aperture opening, which is a couple stops down from the 1.7, so you're leaving in less light through the aperture. Now, of course, the 1-inch sensor is a bigger sensor, so it can kind of pull in more light detail and more everything, more color, highlights, shadows than the smaller sensor. So I mean, there's a trade-off there, but generally it looks like DJI and Alltel both kind of pulled out better low light performance by going with these 1.7 inch apertures and smaller sensors. So I mean, what I'm getting to here are people, want low light performance out of these smaller cameras. Whenever a new action camera comes out, whether it's GoPro or DJI or anybody else, they say first comments are, how good is it in low light? And it's the same thing with the Pocket 2 when one came out. How good is it in low light? So will those low light, the low light army, how will they react to a 1-inch with a 2.8-inch aperture that's maybe not as good in low light as they had hoped for, even though it's going to take in more information all around than the smaller sensor with a wider aperture? Or here's another scenario. Well, has DJI somehow engineered for the first time in this space a 1-inch sensor that could do a 1.7-inch aperture? I mean, I don't know if that's possible or affordable. But I just throwing that out there as a consideration. Another thing too that it struck me too. If they put a 1-inch sensor in here, some 1-inch sensors like the one in the Phantom 4 Pro, the one in the Mavic 2 Pro, the one in the Alltel Light Plus Evo 2 Pro, those 1-inch sensors with 2.8-inch apertures, they had adjustable apertures on it, or variable apertures, however you want to say it. Could DJI possibly engineer a variable aperture into this small 1-inch sensor camera? I mean, the possibilities of that would be, really quite an engineering feat and quite awesome for the consumer. So there's, we know kind of know the details. We saw the side of the box. We know the basic specs, but there's no talk about on the specs we've seen about aperture size. There's no, what size it's going to be. So it's a lot we still don't know, even though we kind of do know a good deal. But we don't know, we don't know everything yet. So hopefully, and we don't know the price yet too. So hopefully some more of this information will leak out in the second half of the week here into the weekend before next Wednesday's release. So just some food for thought here. I don't know anything on what I'm saying here. This is my opinion, just my mind, maybe overthinking things. So again, I'm not telling you I know anything. I got any facts at all for what I just said. Whether anything I said is possible, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. This is it. Just random thoughts video. So, okay, that's it, folks. Thanks for joining me down here at the beach today in beautiful Ocean City, New Jersey. And if I get more information on the Pocket 3, I will be back with another video. We'll see you on the next one, folks.